In all of your essays, if you haven't done this, you now need to write this down. You need to have at least one reference to the form of the text. And by form, I'm including style and genre. Do you remember the examples I gave earlier? You've got dramatic form for a play, and then you've got things like soliloquies and monologues, stage directions even. Meta theater, you know when there's a play within a play? So you're watching a play and then the characters put on their own play. That's meta theater. That's an example of form in the very broad way that I'm using that word. I need to see one of those macro elements at least once per body paragraph in every single one of your essays. You pull in the parts of the form that are most relevant to that paragraph. Who feels like their essay is mainly just those specific techniques like alliteration, metaphors? I've seen enough essays to know it's like 90%, maybe 95% of the state are just doing their essays on that basis. That is not how you write a solid essay. How you write a solid essay is to have those things in conjunction with the more important appreciation of how the text has been put together as a whole. I like to foreground it as my first piece of evidence. You use the macro element, for instance, first person, but then you get a quote. What word do we want to look for if we're going to quote first person? I, but what should we also make sure? Not just any quote that has I, a meaningful quote that you can also label with another technique, a specific technique. So I would get a quote that has the word I in it, but it also has a metaphor in it. So now I can say that the first person works with the metaphor. So now you have a combination, and now your evidence is much stronger.